Chusa, your life is in your hands. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste, namaskar, bonjour, mulibwanj, amahoro, agand, mulimutia. No matter what language you speak, we all have one thing in common, and it's the fact that we are human. And as human beings, we're all born with amazing potential, the potential to become anything and everything we can aspire. When I was a child, I had many dreams. I'm sure many of you did. I wanted to become a pilot, a lawyer, a musician, a dancer, a model, a doctor, and I could dream on and on. And for all of us to be able to fulfill our dreams and our potential, we need an opportunity to explore our potential, our abilities, and competences. Picture a situation. You are the managing director of a growing company. And as your company grows, it's time to recruit new team members. Like any employer, you want the best there is in the market. So you advertise for jobs, and you're expecting the best to show up. One sunny afternoon, a young lady in her early 20s walks into your office, full of life, energy, enthusiastic, and very confident. And she says she's interested in one of the jobs you've advertised. Thrilled by her energy, you definitely want to take her on. But you remember, first things first. So you ask, young lady, may I have a look at your academic papers? With a broad smile on her face and a look of confidence, she looks at you and says, I am sorry to disappoint you, sir, but I actually don't have the minimum qualifications. However, I have been educating myself extensively through reading and using online resources. I believe I have what it takes to deliver on this job, even if I'm a dropout. If you give me a chance, I'll prove that to you. Would you consider her? Would you employ her? Would you think of her as credible? That was the story of my life and a reflection of many young people in Uganda. Uganda is one of the youngest countries in the world. And as a young country, 56% of our population is below the age of 18. And 38% lives below the poverty line. Like a growing economy, our government is very keen on investing in education. So the government of Uganda is offering free primary and secondary education. However, according to the Ministry of Education report for 2012, 60% of the students drop out at primary level and 70% at secondary level. Only 5% of Ugandan youth get to access post-secondary education, and 4% graduate from tertiary and university institutions. This is because tertiary and university education in Uganda is not free for all. And every year, the cost of higher education continues to increase. Many families and young people can't afford it. And thus, many young people drop out. I was a victim of this same vicious cycle. After my high school, I had performed highly. Actually, the best art student in my class. I was excited. I knew that I was going to university and I was going to live my dream, get my dream job, and life would be good. My excitement was short-lived because I soon discovered I wouldn't be able to continue with my higher education because we could not afford it. We just didn't have the money. I was devastated. I was heartbroken. And for a moment, I thought my life had come to an end. But then I remembered, like they say, life goes on. So I proposed to educate myself. First, through extensive reading. And then I discovered a whole new world of free online resources. And this set me on a journey of becoming a lifelong learner. This journey has brought me thus far, The journey has been long. It's had inspirations and challenges too. One of my biggest challenges was to convince employers to employ me on the basis of my competence and not academic papers. I must say, it wasn't easy. Many of them turned me away. But then, I did find some that actually gave me an opportunity to prove myself. And I did. I developed a growing career. I had a dream job that many of the youth in my country would crave for. And yet, every once in a while, a young person would come to the office, desperate, devastated, heartbroken. Some of them looked like they had given up on life. They were ready to settle for anything. And oftentimes, they turned out to be school dropouts, just like me. And this would break my heart. So I thought to myself, why not use the skills, the knowledge, and the competence that I'd acquired to empower other school dropouts to reach for their dreams and make them a reality? And that was the idea that brought me to Kanthari. And through Kanthari, my 7 months training, this idea has evolved into a project that I call Chusa. Chusa is an affirmative word in one of the Ugandan dialects, and it means change or transform. Our desire is to empower school dropouts to change the course of their lives. This we'll do by opening up the wealth of free online resources to school dropouts as the means for professional career development, and to ensure that dropouts find a path to their career goals. This will also couple with soft skills development, which we believe are very relevant to the growing needs of the labor market. At Chusa, we'll focus on school dropouts between the ages of 16 and 25. Dropouts that are interested in building a professional career. Through mentoring and a peer support system, we'll help them to sign up for their first online course. And as they work through their course, we'll also help them to practically learn to apply soft skills into real-life situations. Having overcome their own life limitations, we believe that they will use the same problem-solving skills to find solutions to other life situations. And after that, we believe they will be able to successfully launch themselves into productive work. We envision young people at the end of our project that are passion-driven, that know what they want, they're motivated, they're ethical, they're integral, they have competence and skills, and are confident to engage in productive work. In the beginning, I asked a question, whether you'd consider employing a self-educated dropout. The truth is, it takes a lot of faith and trust to employ anyone, whether graduate, undergraduate, or a dropout. And wouldn't it be nice for people to be employed on the basis of certain attributes other than just academic papers? Attributes such as their motivation, their passion, their moral standards, their ethical standards, their integrity, their ambition, their skills and talents. I envision a Uganda where young people, dropouts, can be employed on the basis of these attributes. I believe that dropping out does not make one a failure. As a matter of fact, dropouts, if given an opportunity, can educate themselves and become a valuable resource in the labor market, even an inspiration to other young people. So at Chusa, our desire is to create a place, a platform where dropouts can begin and continue to pursue their dreams in a creative and supportive environment. I believe that we all, if given an opportunity, we can thrive. Thank you.